Yeah.
Okay. So I've named this our best friend and our worst enemy. And yes, of course, it's the internet that I'm talking about here. A little brief introduction here to understand that why I call it our best friend, because it's our window to the world. We can see a lot going on. We can, communicate with our relatives. My sister lives in the US and we talk to her as though she lives next door, with the facility of the internet. So I think it's one of our best friends. And yes, if you get onto the wrong side of it, it's definitely our worst enemy. I don't want to scare you because this is supposed to be something that, I'm trying to get you guys involved and a little more into the internet. So let's start with first. So I wanted to start with just talking a little bit about Zoom, the platform Sheldon uses with you all on every Magic Monday. So I've just taken a screenshot over here. If you can see my screen. Now, on the left-hand side, the larger one is the one which generally shows up on a laptop or on a tab. But if you are on a phone, then this one on the right-hand side should show you, this is what it will look. So I've taken this up to talk about. Yeah. I'm just going to take the pen here. Yes. So I'm pointing out to the microphone over here. The microphone, Sheldon, can you see this pointer rotating?
Yes, on the left corner.
Yes, on the
bottom left corner.
Bottom left corner. So you have a microphone here. We also call it a mic. If you turn it on and off, you are able to speak and everybody can hear you. When it is on the mute, when it is in a mute position where nobody can hear you, it looks like this, which I'm pointing it out on the mobile phone picture that I have taken. Okay, so there are two pictures here. One is the one with the laptop and one is the one with a mobile phone. The other one is the camera. Again, I'm pointing towards the image of a camera on the left corner. That is again crossed out, which means your camera is off. Again, on the right-hand side, if you look, that is the mobile phone. It's there as well. So you have different icons down there. You have participants, then you have the chat box. Now, if you click onto the chat box, you would get a list of participants and at the bottom, you can type something. So everybody can see what you have typed. Yeah, so we move to the next screen, which is the reactions. So it is again, I'll just go back. So there is a smiley face at the bottom of your screen. And for those on the phone, there's something called as more over here, which has 3 dots. That is showing you that, if you click that, it gives you more options and the reactions will show you this. The raise hand option. Okay, so here is where you click to be able, if you raise your hand, then Sheldon, who is the host of the meeting, is generally able to see that your hand is raised and then he will allow you to speak. Is that how it works, Sheldon?
That's how it's supposed to work.
Yes. Also, you have a clap. There's a clap option here. So sometimes when somebody says something really nice and you want to applaud the person, you can clap. You can show a thumbs up sign. And, just right now, if you have understood what I have said, you can click on the thumbs up sign and I'll know absolutely. You can laugh. You have a shock, a heart which says that you love what the person is speaking. Yes, and Sheldon is giving me a thumbs up and that's celebration trumpet. So you have all these reactions and there could be more which you could share when you are in the Zoom call. Sheldon, would you like to add to this?
No, perfect.
Yeah, good.
Perfect.
So
but if you're on the phone, if you're on the phone, then how do you get all these images?
So on the phone, I'll just go back to my previous screen. So if you're on the phone, can you see this at the bottom? It says more.
Yeah.
You have to click on those 3 dots.
Yeah.
And you will get your reactions tab over there. Is it visible to you right now? Try it out.
Why don't you all try it out? Click on the more button
Yeah.
and
If
see
you're on
what
a
you're getting.
phone, you can see that there's a more button there.
Yes,
It's
we
actually
can
those
see it.
3 dots. It expands.
Have you clicked on the more button and it has it expanded?
Yeah.
Yes.
Get that clap
Yes.
and thumbs up and heart.
Excellent,
And then-
excellent, very good.
And then,
Okay.
and
then
then there are
what do you
three,
do? Then you can press on
three
that
more
and
dots.
get it.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
you press
And then
on
there are
that
3
and
more dots, and you get everything.
Yes.
Okay.
Joyce, can you try? Can you, Jane and Joyce, can you try? Can you try it? Can you give a
Yeah,
thumbs up?
I tried it.
I
And then
haven't.
if you do the 3 more dots are there, you'll get all the emojis which you have on your normal WhatsApp chat.
Okay.
Yes.
Everything is there.
Yes.
Everything.
First time
Wow.
I'm taking this.
Oh, this is lovely. This is great.
So can you give Zamora a thumbs up? Can you give not visually? Can you put a thumbs up for her? No, on the screen.
Yes, on the screen. 1 minute, I'm trying.
Come on. Joyce, you also try. Go to more.
Yeah,
done already.
Yes, very good, very
I
good.
got it.
Has it come?
I got it.
Yes, it's come, yes.
Is it showing?
Yes, it's showing.
Yeah.
Sujata, everybody has put a, oh wow. Everybody is putting it. Excellent.
How come I can't see that?
Who is I?
That is Sujata. We don't see her.
Because you'll have to go on to your gallery view. If you're on a phone, it becomes very difficult. I'm on the laptop, that's why I can see everybody. Yeah, you all might all be teachers, but for this Zoom session, I'm the teacher, so I have to look at everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zamora, what is that share and all supposed to be?
So the share is, see, I'm sharing my screen with you so you can see the presentation that I have made on my laptop.
Okay.
So that is the
Asha.
share. So I'll just tell you, let me just go back to my previous screen. So here, if you look at the bottom here, there are a lot of these small icons. We call them icons. And these icons, the first one with these 2 men over here or 2 figures, whatever you may call, that shows the participants. Then the next to it, it shows the chat box. And then you have the share screen, which I'm doing right now. Then you have the record button. Then you have the reactions. And then you have the apps.
What
Okay.
is this screen? What is this whole screen?
But that is on the computer, no? But on your phone,
This is on your phone over here. Can you see on your phone? The right hand side, I put another image over
I have
here.
a tablet. I have a tablet. I have a tablet.
A tablet also should show this.
Where is
I'm
it?
not very sure exactly what it should show different than these, but you should get all these options at the bottom of your page.
Let me see here. Yes, it shows more and all. Yes. Yes.
Okay? Good.
Yeah.
Can we go
Yeah.
ahead?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, Zamora, I think we should go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Chalo. So, yes. So we
I'll just mute everybody again because there's some disturbance.
So I'm going on. So, yes.
Mira, you're muted.
Zamora, you're muted.
Yeah. So, yes. So I'm just going to talk very briefly about this. Maybe I can take questions later on. So I'm just talking a little bit about emails, SMSs, and calls. These are where you need to be extra vigilant, all of us, including me. It's not only you guys, but including me. It's very easy. Can I, 1 minute? I will just shut the door because I have a loud call. Okay, sorry about that. So yeah, not sure, don't talk. What I mean by that is that if you get a call from someone and they tell you a story, they say, we know you XYZ. If you are not sure of who the person is, just don't talk. You have the option, you have the power to cut the call. Just cut the call. And don't take a call if you don't know the person or you're not sure. So that's the first one. Second one, when a call comes in, it will always be urgent. So what happens is, if a person is trying to, if it's a fraudulent call, which means if they're trying to, sell you something or, ask you some information that you should not be giving out, they'll always make it seem urgent. They say, no, your account will close. No, this will happen or that will happen. Or, your card will get blocked or something will happen. Or your phone will get blocked. Or, this is the last day to give your this information. Otherwise, your phone will be blocked. You just say that, let it be blocked, I'm fine. And cut the call. Again, cutting the call is in your hand. So you are just supposed to cut the call. Next one. Things you do not share. You should never share your account number, date of birth, PIN, which is the personal identification number. Any number that is attached to your bank card, your Aadhaar card, anything to do with that, you should not share. Then, if you ever get a call such that somebody is offering you, a high % of interest or something, they'll say you make an FD and we'll give you a good rate of interest. Listen to them, but again, do not share information first. Second, verify it. When I say verify it, I mean to say that you need to call up the bank and ask, are you offering me this? Or you can take a walk to the bank and find out what's going on, what are they offering, what are the new schemes. On the phone, rarely the bank can sell you something. It's always good to go in person, maybe call up somebody that you know who works in the bank and verify. Next, again, when you are shared an SMS, now this is also a very easy thing. They'll ask you, oh, you have these vaccine SMSs are nowadays also floating around where, they say that we are giving you a booster shot or we are giving you this, you need to share your Aadhaar card, you need to share your phone number. Unless it is verified, do not share such information. Next one. When you receive emails, it should always have the hdfcbank.com at the end of it or bankofindia.com at the end of it, which means that only then it is authentic. Otherwise, it's, don't be sure of that one. Next, again, websites that start with the letters https://. Now, these are basically, computer terms, : // but it has to look like this at the start. Otherwise, you don't try to get onto any website without this. Again, it will not be, I know Sheldon, am I going too fast?
No, you're great.
Okay. So anyway, I'll come back to this and I'll answer questions based on this. So my next one was, yes, things that you should watch out. Again, the URL or the address, like, if it's HDFC Bank. Now, sometimes I'll just try to see if I can annotate this. So, the A is generally, can you see this? Yes, the A is generally written like this in computers. But if the A would be written like this, it means that it could be a fraud. Okay, so I've put that example over here that, the A generally is written like this in this format. Is it visible, Sheldon? Should I make it darker?
Yeah, it's visible, yeah.
Okay. So,
it's a very good example, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just taking an example. So it is written like this. But if it is written like this, it means it is not the correct one. It is just an example, actually. So, yeah.
This is also very common for like Amazon, there is the Amazon A, it should be the proper way. If it's it's a wrong A, it could be a fraud website,
yeah, so that should be like this.
Yeah.
And not like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Next, so watch for poor, yes, so when you're going through a website, you watch for poor grammar and spelling, and sometimes, that is also a giveaway for an incorrect website. Run a virus check. If you are comfortable with that, you run a virus check on the website. Again, walk away if it's too good to be true. So I myself have received these emails that I have inherited some millions of rupees somewhere in some XYZ country. And come on, please, I don't have a godfather sitting over there. So I am sure that I am not inheriting any money from anybody, and I am never going to say, because what the email says that you have inherited millions of rupees. Now, please share your account details. So if I reply back to them with my account details, the first thing is they will empty my bank account. So never do that. Never fall for such things. Again, do your research and protect yourself by not sharing any personal information. Right? So just quick one here. Again, you have the control. Walk away if you feel that it's not true. If you feel anything is fishy over the phone, stop yourself there, put the phone down. Again, you do not share any information with anyone. Next one, yes, there was somebody also sent a query on, online shopping. Yes, it is wonderful, but we'll just go through this. Yes, one more. I think I thought of this later and I put it here. It is when you are renewing passport, sometimes, you have to change your address on the Aadhaar card. Take someone's help, it may be better. But mostly all government websites end with an .in because it is India, and for that it generally ends in a .in. If it's not, then it's a fraud one. So recently, I'll share an experience with you really quickly. I had to renew my passport, and on the passport website itself, they listed so many websites that were faking the passport website. So, they were making people aware of the fact that not to fall into such kind of traps. Next one, especially when, so when shopping deals, when you shop, at the end of the page, there is a box which says save the card. So if you're using a card or you're using your information, it asks you whether you can save your address or save the card. You always deselect the box. When I mean deselect the box, I'll just show that to you as well, what I mean to say by that. So if there is a box, you never click on it. Then is, generally they already have it clicked over there. So if you deselect it, it means that you are basically removing the tick mark from there. Okay, so that is what I mean by deselecting the box. Right? Any questions over here? Anybody would like to just ask something? Or can I move on? Okay. Yeah. Now this is the fun thing that I really wanted to share this with you. So my mommy has been playing this for a long time, and these are online games. She researched it on her own, and she found these games. Yes, the 4-pick one word is the one that I shared with her. Basically, it helps you keep connected with English language and words that can be used. Free Flow is a strategy game. It helps you to think and, yes, Isabel has raised her hand. Yes, Isabel.
Sorry to interrupt. You can continue, but...
no problem.
See, what I want to ask you is, being a new, new user of all these facilities, I did not notice that deselect board, that deselect block. And as you say, they put the tick first. So all my information went, and I realized afterwards. Now, is there any way I can rectify this?
No. See, the thing is, you can't rectify it. But what you can do is, first, the next time, see, what they do is, first I'll tell you what they do with your information. They basically sell your information to a telecaller. Okay, so a telecaller will call you up, so they know that you have purchased this, right? You some XYZ. Suppose you purchased a toothbrush. I'm just giving you an example for a toothbrush. Okay, so if you purchased a toothbrush, so they will sell the information that you have uploaded there, and somebody will call you up to buy a toothpaste. Are you getting me? So basically, they take that information and they basically use it for this kind of thing. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
So don't worry. See, as long as you are aware that you have shared your information, it's not a problem. Because you know that you have done something like this. So the next time somebody calls up, only then first you should never give. So what happens is, if anybody wants to use any of that information, first of all, we are nowadays protected by this PIN thing. So any transaction, monetary money transaction, you need to use that 4-digit PIN that comes on your phone SMS. So that is something that you should not share with anybody.
The OTP. The OTP.
The OTP. Any OTP, you never share it with anybody. Beyond that, everything is safe.
Okay,
But
I was
you
a bit
have to-
worried because it went, inadvertently. I didn't realize.
Okay. No, that's, see, we always try to say that, it's better not to share it. But if it by mistake has been shared, you know how to protect yourself. You know that this is a mistake has been made, and now you know what you're not supposed to do. So always keep that in mind.
And another thing, you talk about sharing information. Account number is an open book. When we sign checks and all, they put.
Correct.
Then even your what you call Aadhaar card is just given left, right, center to everybody.
Correct.
So all this information is like there now.
So I'll tell you. So when anybody asks you for your Aadhaar card, suppose they ask you, please give me a photocopy of your Aadhaar card. Whenever, every time they ask you to sign, have they done that ever before to you?
No, I don't think. I can't remember. They are self-attestation. They call it
you correct. Sorry, you call it self-attestation. Now, when you do this self-attestation, you have to always write, what is it for?
Oh, we don't write that. I've never written that actually.
Yeah. So suppose it is for bank account. So you will write over there, this is for bank account. You sign over there, put the date and write for bank account renewal, or for opening a bank account, or for property matters, or for, registration of a flat, for selling a flat, whatever it is. You just write that over there. This is for that. So nobody can use it in any other way.
But the information they have, no?
Yeah, so see, anyway, it will get floating. Now with Aadhaar card, so everything is linked. The bank account details. That is why the OTP, that is what is saving us. The OTP, the PIN number, your date of birth. This may or may not be shared, but you cannot. And your password. I also want to take a class of just, I don't mind doing that, of just, how you should create a password. That will, it will not be easy to catch. Suppose, like I always tell, you should never, suppose my name is Zamora, I never save my password as Zamora, or my Anaya, or my Aline, or my husband's name. Never. You should always save it with something else that nobody will, be able, nobody's birthday should be there in your password. You should never have birthdays and never have first names. You should have a combination. I can do, Sheldon, I'll do this again. Because then that is a whole different class. So, yeah. So, basically, when you put a password, you need to be careful about that. So, yes, definitely don't share your PIN because everything else goes. Have I been able to answer your questions?
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Sheldon?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm waiting to hear about the games.
Yeah, okay. So, chalo, let's quickly do the games. Yes, Jane has a question.
Yeah. Suppose now I'm renewing my passport.
Yeah.
And then they told me that I have to give the passport copy of both my sons, the front page and the back page. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
This is basically asked because you are a senior citizen, right?
That's what they said. Because you're a senior citizen, you have to give the passport of your sons, the front page and the back page of both your sons.
Right. So for my same. So when my daughter's passport was renewed, because she's a minor, I had to give my passport's first and last page and my husband's passport first and last page because she's a minor.
Also, so that is correct. No, I was a little bit, only happened yesterday. So I just wanted to find out.
No. So that is basically only because, see, you are a senior citizen and like my child is a minor right now. So I have to supply that information.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Great. So, yes. So 4 pick
because
one
my
word.
son was saying, why should I give you my passport?
I know.
Okay.
That's so true. Yeah.
All
so
right,
pick one word. I'm just going to proceed. So free flow, solitaire. I know most of you know that. And the last one being Kindle for reading. So I'm just going to talk about these 4 for the time being. I can always answer questions based on this. So 4 pick one word. Yes. How do you download this on your phone? You have to go to the Play Store and search for it and download it. Sheldon, I have not put a picture of Play Store over here, but I'll share pictures with you later on to put on the group. Yeah?
So what?
So it looks like this. So if you are searching for it, the icon or the photo of that looks like this. It's called 4-pick one word, and it is a game like this. So you have 4 pictures that represent one word, and you have the letters given below over here. So R, X, P, T, H, O, P, F, T, U, W, and I. Yes. So considering these 4 pictures, would anybody like to try what the word would be?
Oh my God.
Throw something.
But I didn't.
Throw is there, throw, and then
Shortcut.
See, so all the 4 pictures have to be linked. So the word that will come here will be applicable to all the 4 pictures.
So it would have to do something with economy or progress or something. Progress, is it? No, something like that.
Yeah,
throw is
something.
there.
Come on.
Growth, something. Yeah.
Throw is there. THROW.
No, but
Profit.
profit.
Yes, exactly. So
Yeah,
that's
Maurice, very good.
Profit.
Too good.
Okay.
So my mother has been playing this game for the last 5 years, and every day there's a new puzzle. She changed her phone, so she had to reinstall the whole thing. So she's now back at 1428th puzzle. She had reached 8,000 puzzles.
Too good.
So
My God.
slowly and steadily, my mother plays this every day, and now she's got her sisters hooked onto it. And if they can't find the word, they like to share it with each other, and it's fun because their whole conversation revolves around what's today's word. And it's a fun conversation. I quite like the game myself. It reminds you of a lot of things, and it helps you connect. So I like this game a lot. So let's move. Yeah. Next one is Free Flow. This is another strategy game. Again, it makes you think a lot. So initially, the levels are very, what should I say? The levels are very easy to do. But as you proceed, again, my mother's been playing this for the last 5 years, and she so loves it. So this is how it works is you have these grid lines. And in the grid lines, you have these colored dots. Now you have to connect these dots without overlapping. Okay, so if you are going to connect, let me try to annotate over here because I'm not sure if it's going to happen. Oh, just a moment. Sometimes, yes. So this technology also makes you run crazy. Yes. Okay. So if I do this over here, if I join the 2 greens and I try to join the 2 blues, and I can't join the 2 whites, right? Are you getting me? So you have to join it in a way such that you will not overlap. So let me try to go like this.
I have one like this.
Yeah, take the orange on top. Take it
On
to the
top, yeah.
Very good.
Correct. And then blue from underneath. Yeah, correct. And then the green switch.
Excellent.
Yes. So this is actually how it goes. And so this is the answer basically. We just figured it out. Yeah. So this is a strategy. So this is a very easy one. So if you look at this is 11, 1 on 6. So you have 6 on 6, a little tricky. But it's a wonderful game, and it makes you think of strategies of how this will work. In fact, my kids love playing it with with their grandmother. So my mother gives them 1 round, then she plays 1 round, and then my kids will play 1 round. So it's a fun thing for all of them. Yeah, solitaire. Yes, that's something that everybody plays. But yes, it's also on the tab, so if you can download that as well. So it's basically patience played over on the tab. So you can do this also. And the last one being Kindle for Reading. It's an online app, which is basically you can download it for free. And but the books, there are some books, Kindle books, which are free. You get a Kindle device also. So you get like a phone. It's like it's a device that, it's only Kindle device where you can read books. But if you don't have a device, you can download Kindle on your phone and your laptop or your tabs. And you can read books through this. You can, purchase books, or you can upload books on that and read. So, yes, thank you. That's the end of my presentation. If you have questions, I'm still ready to answer.
There's one question which came up. Please give the difference between HTTPS and HTTP at the beginning of a web address.
Okay, so at the beginning of a web address, the HTTP allows the HTTPS, if it is not there, it is a fraud website. The S is a registered website that is acceptable by everybody. So the S and the 2 colons and the 2 forward slashes, that is extremely important, and it shows validity of the website. So that needs to be kept in mind when you browse. This is very easy. So I'll just share one chota sa experience again over here. So when like I said, I just renewed my passport in June, and it took me to a website which I was not sure of, because it was, but since I went through the government website, it was a valid website. Okay. So though I felt that it was not, so I made my, checks to see if it was okay. And it was, and I got my passport renewed and everything was fine after that. But initially, yes, even I was a little bit skeptical of whether I've gone to the right website from there.
So how did you check? How did you
by
check?
Going through the, I shared with you some checks, right? So it is a .in. It has to be a .in. The government websites have to be a .in. And they have given, what do you call, outsourcing to TCS, which is Tata Consultancy Services. And they do part of the passport process. So I think Jane, you were the one who said that you went for passport renewal, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So so initially, I don't know, here I live in Pune. So in Pune, half the office is taken over by the Tata Consultancy Service people. So they do the first 2 rounds of it initially, and then the last stamping is done by the government divisions.
Okay.
Can I add a point, Zamora? Padmini here. Can I say something? Padmini here.
Yes,
can I say something about it? HTTPS will always have a lock. It's secure, so you'll find there's a lock. You may like to tell them that.
Yes. So that, like Padmini sharing, yes, it is more secure. It is definitely secure and has a security lock. That is why it is not the account which is the fraudulent one. It's not a website which is a fraud one.
The lock is like a little icon thing at the side on that line, I think.
On the
URL.
On the URL bar. On the
bar.
URL bar.
Yeah.
Yes.
Felicity, you can
They
unmute.
may not know that.
Felicity, you can unmute and ask your question. Felicity, you can unmute and ask your question.
I don't think she's able to unmute. I think she's... Sheldon, can you unmute her?
I can ask her to unmute. That's the only thing.
Unmute now.
Yes, you got it right.
What I wanted to know is, how do you draw those lines on the mobile? I think the square and the A's so neatly.
Zamora, when you're sharing screen, how did you draw the lines?
Oh, so I've been teaching online for the last year and a half and little more. And so now I'm quite used to that, using, in fact, I'm using my daughter's laptop right now because I have a MacBook and that was giving issues on sharing. So I'm more comfortable on my laptop, but yes, you have a pen option on the PPTs that I use, and I've been using that for some time, so I've got a steady hand now.
Okay. All right, thank you.
I think when you get an edit, there'll be a share or there will be a thing where say text or something like that. Then you can either type or use a pen.
Yes,
it comes as a pen, and then you can use that to draw.
So when you share, you are able to do that.
Any other questions?
Yes, if I may.
Yes, Maurice. Yes, Maurice.
Yeah. When we get so many forwards sometimes,
Yeah.
How do you check whether that is authentic or not, whether it's fact or not?
So see, when you have, we call this digital footprint. When you buy things, when you connect with people, when you send emails, when you leave your phone number. So many times you go to the store and they while billing they ask you for a phone number. Yes. So what I do is, if anything, if I have a text message from a number that I have not saved, I just check the message and I delete it. I get so many, because it is time consuming one. It takes a lot of time to go through this. Anything that I cannot recognize as somebody who I know, I will simply delete. Because anybody who I know who's close to me, I will definitely have their numbers. So I am not going to waste my time, trying to figure out if that's somebody who, so have I answered your question? I just don't keep those kind of messages, meaning something that I have not received from somebody that I know. Secondly, the second thing is what you are asking, these forwards, right? Are you talking about SMS or you're talking on WhatsApp?
WhatsApp.
No, forwards on WhatsApp.
Yeah, so you simply select and delete. So there is a setting on everybody's phone. There is a setting on your phone. In the WhatsApp, Sheldon, I think you need to do a class on this as well, and it will be really helpful for everyone. So on the WhatsApp, there is a setting button. There is a tab which says setting over there. So you go to the WhatsApp, bottom of the WhatsApp screen, there is a chota sa wheel. You click on that and go to the memory and say not on this phone. So it will never save, these forwards will never save on your phone.
Oh, I didn't know this.
So Sheldon, yes, you can do this, and one more time with everyone. So the thing is, when you have this not on your phone, do not save on phone memory, na? So it will not download on your phone. So you have a choice whether you want to download those forwards or not.
David.
So unless you click on it, it will not open.
How should I?
Yeah, no, I'm talking about fact check. Fact check.
Okay.
Like a message.
Samora, a fact check. So whether you get a
no, please don't. So unless you know it for sure, don't believe anything. I never. So I'll tell you this personally from my personal experience. Never forward anything to anybody unless maybe it's a song that you have, somebody has sung. Maybe it's like a video that you have seen. That is a pure source of entertainment. Pure source of entertainment. Do not forward anything of information like, oh, there's a lockdown coming up, oh, this is happening, oh, that. No, just don't do that. There have been so many instances where unnecessary information has been shared, has been forwarded, and it has not been true. So please, please, please just make it like I have made it a self, thing that I never forward messages. Never. And if you get so many of these messages, oh, you forward these 100 messages and you will receive a good, please do not ever do that, because you are wasting your own time. You are wasting time of the person who you are forwarding it to, because that person will also delete it. So just, just save yourself from all that kind of trouble and just delete it. Never go in for all these things.
Remember one thing, that these forwards also, they contain a lot of MB space. So some of them are actually made by companies or data companies, So the more you forward, the more everybody is downloading. Them. Yeah, they track them. Then your number gets...
track them. So, you get these good morning messages. There was a whole story about these good morning messages. You get up in the morning and you open your WhatsApp and there are 50 good morning messages. So those messages are basically tracked by people who want your numbers. They track that message, where it has gone.
They can track the path of that message. So then suddenly you'll notice that somebody has put you on a group and there is something, and there are 50 people or 100 people on that group like that, and then you exit the group. Yeah. You don't have anything in common with that group.
Those kind of things. Yeah. You should just delete those kind of things and don't worry too much about it. You delete it and it's better for everyone.
But fact way, we cannot actually verify how authentic the messages are. But
suppose
I think
I'm sharing some information about myself. I know I'm sharing it about myself, but I cannot share it about anybody because cannot, it may or may not be true.
Okay. So after this, thanks, Maurice. Anything else?
No.
We have
Sheldon, may I say
Maridel.
something?
Maridel, who's
Yeah,
this?
Sheldon, somebody wants to
Yeah,
say
yeah.
something.
Yeah, Maridel, you're next. Yeah.
Yeah, Zamira, also I wanted just to remind you about deleting cookies. Deleting cookies. Yes, especially when you're using the internet for your banking and things like that. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
So yes, great. Thanks for reminding me on that one. Deleting cookies really helps. You should go and clear history often. So when you are browsing the internet, clearing history and clearing cookies is helpful. Like it saves your space. It doesn't allow people to track back on you, and definitely, helps each and every person.
So basically, Isabora, you'll have to explain what exactly are cookies. Cookies are like these small drops which they put, like a bug or something they put on your computer. So they are able to get back to you. Whenever you go to a website and you get a request. This website will not go ahead without cookies. Thing. So we always, and you cannot go ahead. And you always say allow cookies or whatever. So what that does, it just puts a dot on you. They like track you then from there onwards. Which site you're
They
going.
are basically information to retrieve information from you,
Yeah.
or use the path that you have used. Suppose like I go on Amazon, or like the other day I've been searching for furniture of late. So I went to search for some, there are beautiful furniture websites. And I went on a couple of websites and they said, you have, like Sheldon just mentioned, it asks you to save only, go forward if you save cookies. So when you save cookies, they are basically taking information of what you are researching, what you are going through. And then you get these unnecessary emails because suppose you've purchased something. So you left your phone number, you left your email address, and then they track you and send you information. So you will get unnecessary. So I've got so many unnecessary messages on my phone, which I just randomly delete. Like I said, I try to, make sure that it just gets cleared out.
But you have an option on your Google Chrome, if you go to the right-hand corner, the 3 dots, where you can actually go to history and clear your history, including cookies and everything like that.
Yeah,
So that,
you'll have to show everyone that. How to do that.
Zamora, can you...
Thank you, Zamora. Thank you.
Next time, yeah. In the new year.
Yeah. Next class.
Yes,
So I'd
yeah.
love to do this one on clearing, clearing space. One. Second, about how you should keep your passwords to,
store them.
Change your passwords regularly, and something that you can't forget. Easy ones, but not something that somebody can retrieve from you. Like, suppose if I've kept, say, Zamora, and whatever, say I was born in 2011. So I've kept my password Zamora 2011. They know my year of birth, they know my name, and they just put it in and bingo. Everything is open to them. So basically, I have to do something such that, they will not be able to catch on to it fast. Yes, even they have encryptors that keep on, that they can retrieve information. But when you keep on changing it regularly, once in 3 months, and in fact, the websites only tell you, okay, now you change it. Now you change it. So 3 months, it's always good to keep on changing it.
In fact, these permutation and combinations also are done. Actually, nobody's sitting and thinking about Zamora and a date of birth or something. It's done by a computer. The computer will actually take information from whatever, your Aadhaar card, your PAN card, your date of birth, your this, and they will, within few seconds, they will do all the possible permutation combinations and match up with what if you had something like that, husband's names, wife's names, everything like that. They will take your entire family.
It's that being this awareness is something, it's not that I have learned so much and that's why I'm very safe. No, it's not like that. Even I can get trapped into so many things. But it's just being the presence of mind and being watchful of what you do. That's about it. I think that's because the internet is too smart for everyone.
There's just one thing I want to ask. I'll go quickly through it.
Yes, Isabel, really.
Isabel,
very often I get these pop-ups that your phone needs cleaning or there is a virus. Download this app. And then when I go to download,
and then they'll download
everything.
Yes. So they backtrack, they ask you to download something, that itself is a virus.
Yes, yes.
And
So
then they take you to a website that they'll make you pay for the cleanup. So they'll put a virus and they'll say, okay, now you need to download this and you have to pay this XYZ amount to clean up the virus that just entered. So it's like that.
Okay. So don't do it.
You shut your computer down at that point.
Because it was just not disappearing from the computer, you know.
Yes. So this is another form of, trying to just get into your system.
Yeah, and what they do is they always put in their messages some kind of familiarity point. So if you have a Xiaomi phone or something like that, with the model is ME17, they will your Xiaomi phone model M17 has been thing. Then you will say, oh my God, he already knows that, that kind of, or Xiaomi company has said that that you have got a virus. So it finds a familiar point so that you feel, oh, how do they know this about me? That means really they are thing, and you feel comfortable with them, and then you will go further and you'll download that that thing to clear your phone or something like that.
Okay, so never download.
Never fall for those kind of emails or messages.
Yeah. Zam, there's one question. Sometimes there's an attachment and before opening it says, be careful with attachment, and then says, look safe.
Okay, so attachments, again, if you're receiving an email from somebody only then open it. Otherwise, generally just delete. I never, meaning never open mails that are unknown to you. Okay, somebody who is maybe you're going to receive a mail from somebody with an attachment, then you should open. Something that is unknown to you, please do not open. Like it's better to be safe than sorry, because these attachments will open and they'll latch onto your system. So it will corrupt your system, and then you will have to again do something to clean it out, that kind of thing. So if you are sure of the email address, only then you open the attachments.
Okay, I think we've gone way past our time today. But it's good. It's good that you all had so many questions. I hope the session has been really fruitful. I learned something myself.
Yeah, very informative.
Sheldon, I'll send you those pictures of 4-pick one word. It's a fun game. I love doing it. My mommy loves doing it. My kids love doing it. So I think you guys should, do that. It helps you connect, remember words, connect with the language again. I know we all are very good at English and everything, but sometimes my aunts are stuck with these words and they'll call up my mother generally because my mommy has reached like 8,000 puzzles already. She's mostly, ready, able to give them the answers, but sometimes even she's left thinking. Then she'll call me and she'll ask me, I can't get this word today. So then we'll look it up and then we'll try different combinations. Then we finally find the word. So there's rarely been a time when we've not found the word, but sometimes she even waits for 2 days to, think. Then she says, no, I'm not going to ask you today. Let me think, it over tonight. So she'll think about it in the morning, and if the next day she can't get it, then she'll come to me. But yes, I love to see her doing it. And definitely the free flow is a good strategy game. So it makes you, try to think. It really makes you think. You can do couple of, and they are all free. So all these 3 games that I have shared with you today, they're all free and they're safe, I'm sure, because we've been using it for some time now. And whoever has used it has not complained when I have shared with other people. So yes.
Thanks, Zam.
Yeah.
Thanks for being with us today. Dr. Amit, you'd like to say a small line before we end the session?
Yeah, I must say it was a wonderful session, Zamora. It was excellent. You were very slow. You connected with people, and there's a lot of new information that even I learned a lot of things. So thanks for that. Thanks for all the efforts you put in. This is not the last time we're seeing you. You're a regular teacher.
Thank you for having me. And I think it was fun. It was fun to do this, and I like sharing this. But yes, So Sheldon, maybe we'll connect some other time, and if there are a couple of other things that you would like to ask, like, you know, you would like me to do, I don't mind doing this.
Yeah.
But yes, definitely in January.
So let's do one thing. All of y'all can put suggestions on either the Magic Monday group or message me personally on what y'all would want to know about. Like how Zamora said, she can do a whole session on passwords. You know, password protection also on WhatsApp. It's so important. You know, so the settings of WhatsApp and stuff like that. So if you have other things that y'all want to know about technology or what y'all are using, maybe you'll message me or message on the Magic Monday group when you know, it's open for everybody to talk, and that way we can have a combined session of everything in January.
Yeah, so if I have questions, then I'll, you know, be specific. I'll not just do random things. I'll just do specific question answer things, like, you know, this was the question, this is the answer. This was the question, this is the answer. So it will be more specific according to what you guys would like, you know, like to listen to, rather than me just giving you random information.
Yeah, save time as well.
Yeah, for yes, and it will be more fruitful in your understanding, you know, rather than me just talking about a whole lot of different things and maybe not, you know, some not even making sense. So